Welcome back. This is the second video for science. Like I said before, I just can only record 15 minutes on that. So yeah, here's another one. All right, so we're taking a look at dispersal. This one won't be quite as long. Just basically how plants and animals get around, how they disperse over their ecosystems. Now, animals, it's really not that hard. Animals walk, they migrate, deer migration, stuff like that. Birds, super easy time. They can just fly, they can migrate thousands of miles, and they do so every year. Plants, they have a little bit of a harder time. Very few plants can sprout legs and just walk somewhere else. Okay, so here's one way that they get dispersed, that plants like to get dispersed, and that's by wind. And actually, I have a little spider up here as well. Tiny spiders, that spider, I'm not sure exactly what its name is, but they shoot out threads, and they just kind of shoot out threads on windy days when it can catch the wind, and they just kind of drift around. They just take air currents, they just get around that way. So that's kind of cool. You got milkweed. Milkweed, you also have dandelion seeds, stuff like that. They disperse via wind. And this GIF down here, basically that's just a helicopter, a maple seed, and they just kind of spin. And the spinning motion that they have, it's actually to slow themselves down, slow their fall, and so they can get dispersed by the wind. They don't get super far doing that, but they do get around. They get dispersed, and that's a really good thing. Okay? Water. Water is another great way for seeds to get dispersed. Coconuts. Why do they have that huge shell, super big shell on a coconut? Coconut seeds are actually fairly small, but what are they doing? They have that. God gave them that so that they can float. They can float to other places, other islands, whatever. And that's how they actually get dispersed from one island to another, is they just kind of float there. And I didn't know this, but they start sprouting even before they get to their new beach. They start sprouting a new plant. So that's kind of cool. This is a lotus blossom. They grow in swampy areas and marshy areas. And obviously all these little guys, those seeds, when they get released, they'll float and they'll just kind of float around, and that's how they get dispersed. Okay. A lot of plants. Okay, God gave them a mutualistic relationship to actually use animals and get around with the animals. Okay, what do the fruits do? They give the animals food. And what do the animals do? They disperse them around. And when they poop, when they release scat, the seeds are in a little pile of fertilizer, which is great for them, great for starting some growing. Okay, this is actually elephant dung, and you can see the seeds have already sprouted in the elephant dung. This is bear scat, and you can see this bear is spreading those berry seeds around. Raspberries and strawberries, that's one of their major ways of dispersal. They have their seeds on their outside. Why? Because they're wanting to get eaten by birds, and then birds will go ahead, eat them, fly around, poop them around, and disperse them. Okay. Birds, these are super annoying. We've all had birds on our clothes before. In fact, the inventor of Velcro actually got the idea from birds being stuck to his pants, and that's how he got the idea of creating Velcro. They get in animals, they get in their fur, and that's how they end up getting dispersed. Okay. Then you have bursting. This is always a fun one. Okay. This is a bean of some sort. I'm not sure what kind of plant this one is. This is just kind of a cool one. If you look closely at this guy, that pod is actually releasing from its stem as it blows off and as it shoots its seeds out. And the idea is to shoot the seeds as far as possible. It actually takes off from its stem like a little rocket, which is kind of cool. Okay, these beans here, they grow and they grow under tension, and obviously in this GIF they're throwing stuff at it to try and get it to pop, which is cool. But over time, like if it doesn't get hit or anything like that, they will go naturally anyway. One of my professors in college, zoology professor Dr. Mahaffey, he had a bean plant like this in his office, and one day one of these pods just went boom, and it was amazing. I had no idea that they would shoot off that hard, but little seeds were ricocheting all over the office, and it was just awesome. Okay, So you have bursting as well. That's another way that seeds can get dispersed. All right. Now, limits to dispersal. This is the last thing I want to go through. There can be some limits to it. Oceans, obviously, huge stretches of water. Those are going to limit how far something can go. Okay, how far something can disperse. Okay, a desert. Crossing through a desert, many animals can't cross all the way through a desert, so that's going to be a huge limitation as well. Okay, the climates are a big thing as well. Okay, the amount of water available. For example, the grasslands out in western United States. Why do they stay grasslands? It's actually the amount of water that they get. There's not enough water there. They're not desert, but there's not enough water there to start growing deciduous forests, and that's why they don't become deciduous forests. It's the amount of water available. Okay. Another climate thing that's going to limit dispersal is temperature and snow. Coniferous forests, pine trees, they can handle snow just fine. I lived in Denver for a while. As you go up the mountain, way down at the bottom, a lot of deciduous forests. Okay, as you go up, it gets colder and colder and colder, and more snow. Well, God made conifers with that cone shape just to be able to shed snow, get rid of the snow so it doesn't break off the branches and stuff like that. Okay, they can do better in snow in lower temperatures, and once again with a lack of water. Now it's not because there's not water there, it's just for a tree when the ground is frozen and when all the snow is in snow form or ice form, it can't use it, and so they have to be able to be a little bit more resistant to drought, stuff like that. Okay, so that's some limits to dispersal as well. Okay, keep that in mind. Hope you guys are doing well. We're going to jump into our biomes next. Have a wonderful day.